Halfway. 40 days down, 35 to go. The first half was about proving I could stick with it. The second half is where the good habits become who I am, and where this challenge starts shaping the rest of my life.
I'm officially halfway through the challenge, and when this all started, I don't know, the days barely moved and it felt like it was all just a grind. But now I feel like it's going too fast and, halfway done already, and it feels like the progress has slowed a little bit. And in the beginning, I felt like every single day was a giant leap. I would just leap forward, and it was an improvement of day to day. Now it's more nuanced a little bit. It's not only allowing me to come to places like this and still have a conversation with you guys and whatnot, but also it's a matter of the improvements are unmeasurable, I'd say, at one point. But the idea is that progress has slowed down a little bit, and I think it's because, it will take a little bit longer and a little bit longer to get those major milestones and major improvements. But at the same time, I feel like this is, it's not only going the right way, but it's going the absolute perfect speed at which it should go. And that just comes to show that, momentum. It started off super slow, day to day, then progress started to show week to week. And now I assume it's gonna be month to month as things are gonna slow down a little bit, and I will start to, see some more delayed response to my efforts and whatnot. But I am very confident in the future, and I feel really good and really energetic and really pumped to keep going. And I know day 75 is gonna come whether I want it or not, and then it just means taking it up to the next level, and then just taking it step by step. Momentum has been achieved, and I think that's the most important part right now. The ball has started to roll faster downhill, and it's gaining speed. I don't know where it's gonna hit, what it's gonna hit, but when it's gonna hit something, it's gonna be really interesting.
The thing about momentum is you don't notice it building until one day you realize you're just living differently. The habits that used to feel heavy now feel sort of automatic.
I keep talking about momentum all the time and how it's important, but it really is, and it's really happening when you don't see it. You're not aware of this. You're not aware that momentum is building. Like the first few days of the challenge, I was like, okay, let's just get this day through. I'll just take it one day at a time. Just moving it through it slowly, not thinking about it too far. And all of a sudden, a week has passed, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then the days start to become routine. The going out every single day and walking becomes a routine. And just making sure that you eat right, and I look at my hydration, at my food intake, and try to track over everything I eat. It just becomes second nature at one point. I mean, it still needs to become second nature. It's not there yet, but that's the end goal. And right now it's developing into sort of a routine. And I feel like that is, I think, the main benefit of this whole challenge. And 75 hard, 75 soft, that's the main attraction, or I don't know, the main goal of the challenges are just to build your mindset and change your lifestyle. They're not meant to be as something just for weight loss or for, I don't know, having some goals that are more physically based. It's mainly targeted at the mindset and at the mental level, and I think that boy, it doesn't achieve it. And it's seamless. You don't feel it happening. It just all of a sudden it's there, it's that kind of thing. It doesn't really happen that fast. And once you hit the first 30 days, I think that's when I started to actually see it maybe even in the mirror a little bit because of weight loss. But you see it in terms of, getting up in the morning, drinking the coffee, getting ready for the day, and realizing, hey, I have, a few tasks that I don't even think about them because they're part of the day and I need to do them. I need to check that box. And I try to set the day around that and account for that even before I begin. This challenge, man, it is not a gimmick. This is not a gimmick. This is not something that is, one of those things that, oh yeah, it's a fad or it's a TikTok challenge or whatever. No. This has actual merit to it.
The first half has been better than I ever imagined. Real progress, real momentum. And now it's time to take that and improve the areas that I know still need work.
I want to start doing more meal prep. And I think that's kind of where I'm not necessarily dropping the ball right now, but I feel like that's a definite place for improvement. And I feel like once I get that together and, put it all together with what I've already done and I've already achieved, I feel like that is definitely gonna add up to the progress and to the, life-changingness status of this challenge. Number 2 is gym. I understand that, weight loss is 80% all in the diet, all in the food, and not necessarily that much in the movement and gym of things. But what I want and what my goal is to actually build some muscle and tone the body and have, my end goal would be to have one of those, to be able to do those poses and whatnot. So definitely that's one of the areas that in the second half of this challenge, those will be one of my focus, and to try to not only get into a routine with the gym and try to actually get it to the point where it has the same feeling as walking does now. It's part of the day. It's literally, I don't have to plan for it. It's already there. It's got its own slot, or it has to be done by the end of the day. I don't know what the actual number will be. 2 times per week, 3 times per week. Eventually, I guess it will. I think 3 to 4 times a week. I know it sounds crazy, and it sounds crazy to me right now saying it. And number 3 is tracking of everything. I mean, I am not the best document keeper, and I'm really weird when it comes to keeping records and whatnot. And I've been trying to make a journal for myself to actually keep me, more accountable when it comes to this. But I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I got ADHD. Maybe it's because I don't know. It's super hard to keep track of these things. And I do it the same way with weight loss, right? I do it the same as before for a week or 2, and then I kind of slack off and whatnot. So definitely an area of improvement in the next half. So these 3 combined, the food side with meal prep, the gym, and the actual tracking of everything, be it hydration, be it calorie intake, all of it, that'll be the focus of these next 35 days.
These next 35 days aren't just mine, they're ours. Your support and encouragement have been a huge part of getting this far, and together we're building something bigger than just my journey.
Doing the whole weight loss journey, 75 soft, all of it, and also doing filming it, setting everything. I think I do double walking most of the days, and I reach my walk target very easily because I filmed this. So I understand that no, not everybody's experience would be the same, but I try to show the things that would fit everybody's schedule with a 9 to 5, with a hard day's work in mind. And then, because after a hard day's work, the only thing on your mind is to go out for a walk or a run or whatever. And even, especially if it's like a rainy day, or it's like, you don't have the mindset for it, but physically you're drained from a long day at work and all that, that's not gonna happen. I am doing some double time here, doing some double work, but it's all worth it, man. I mean, seeing your comments and seeing how the community is growing and how the Chonk tribe is actually turning into something real. And I don't know, it definitely keeps me going, and it definitely doesn't make me feel bad for, doing those extra steps, going that extra mile, setting up that camera and walking 4 times to it and then coming back to it and so on. that's all fine, because I also want to, provide you guys with a lot of value to what you're watching, because you're rewarding me with your time. You're basically giving me something really precious. So I'm trying to give back as much as I can, and that means doing my best when it comes to editing a video or trying to get those nice shots and showcasing what it's like to actually be there, because I want you guys to feel like it's a friend, that you're out with a friend, that you're out doing stuff with a friend, walking with a friend. It's not somebody that is trying to teach you something, or because that's not my goal. My goal is not to teach. It's just to show what it is like, and how going through it is actually happening live. It's actually happening in the moment. So that's really my goal. It's not to teach, not to sell you any sort of, what do you call it, guide or whatever. Maybe at some point I will get there where I'll be able to say, hey, I have a definite understanding on this, and I have a definite plan on how to do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and how to work for everybody, not just me, because that's the most important part, that everybody that's trying to sell you courses and whatnot, it works for them 100%, but it doesn't work for everybody. Everybody's body is different. Every single person has a different life, a different lifestyle, a different job, a different situation. Even the body composition of everybody is different. You can't apply the same rule that a person has freaking mosquitoes to every single person. So yeah, that needs to be taken with a grain of salt. At the same time, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I am not gonna try to make a living out of this, because it's hard out there. And as you know from maybe last video, I lost my job, and I kind of need to get to make stuff happen, like bills are still covered and whatnot. But I don't know, it's a long road for that. The support of the community is more important when it comes to actually developing the community and actually helping people that were exactly in the same situation where I was, thinking about getting started and having a massive issue with doing so. That's what the reward should be for now. And I don't know, I feel like we're building something here, and that is, not just about me, not just about, my journey. My journey can be used as a, let's say, medium to put this all together. But yeah, hopefully we'll develop into something super helpful and valuable to the community itself. I keep saying community, but you know who you are. You relate to everything. There's like over 2,000 people watching this, and sure, most of you guys maybe are just not just don't understand that I'm diminishing your contribution or anything, but most of you are to encourage, and to watch along. But there are some of you that are the silent few that are in there, that are just relating to this and hoping to get the push needed. I see you, I feel you, and yeah, we got this.
Halfway through 75 soft, and I'm not slowing down. The habits are sticking, the momentum is real, and the second half is where the biggest changes will happen. If you've been enjoying following along, hit like and subscribe. It really does help the channel grow and reach more people going through the same thing.
So keep close, and I am so appreciative that you guys are here with me, and I sincerely hope you are successful in every endeavor you make, and especially if you start your own journey on weight loss or on weight gain, if that's the issue, or on muscle gain, whatever it is, it's the same fight. I fully understand you guys, and I'm fully with you. So I thank you so much for being here, and I don't know, words, I have no words to actually thank you guys for this. And let's start to build a community here. Let's start to build a positive corner on the internet where anybody can find, support, can find a good word, can find other people doing it as well, and where they stop feeling alone in their own challenges. So thank you so much. 40 days, brother. Let us go. Ciao for now. Chonk out.